Morning guys, it's a nice cold chilly Sunday morning. So you saw from my last video we reloaded the 69 grain Matchkings, the Hollow Point boat match, the Hollow Point boat tail match, and so I've put some in the magazine now. The first one's up is going to be 25 grains. I've just put three rounds in the magazine for now. See what happens cold ball, and then with the other 2 rounds after this 5, I'll put the magneto speed on and check for speed. But let's just see what these first 3 rounds gives us from a cold ball. It should be a little bit of fouling in there from, like I said, from my last shooting with this rifle, and let's see what we can do. So 25 grains. You see that in that first shot, it's gone just about an inch low. So we'll see where the other 2 go. If not, maybe the cold bore shot, which I found with this rifle sometimes I always seem to be getting that kind of first drop. But brass looks good. Okay, so that's all looking good. Brass is lovely and clean. No residue around the neck, which is really nice. Okay, so at 25 grains, there's definitely no pressure. So, just to give you an idea of what kind of speed we're running at 25 grains, I'm just going to quickly slip the magneto speed on and go for the same point of impact. Put 2 rounds through there, just to give me an idea of what speed, and then we'll go on to the groups. Alright, so bear with me 1 second. Okay, so put the magneto speed on. Excuse me. Temperature, by the way, today is is around 4 or 5 degrees Celsius. So I don't know what it exactly is in Fahrenheit, but it's cool. Alright, so let's just measure 2 rounds. This is not to give it an overall consistency or anything like that for deviation or anything. This is just purely so I know that 25 grains, I want to see if we're around either 100 something feet per second or possibly even 3000, so we'll see. Okay, so going for the same port of aim. And actually that's lower than I thought. Only 28.89. Interesting. And that was 29.01. So there's a bit of a jump there, but that's way lower than what I wanted anyway with these rounds. So I really want to try and get them to the 3000 feet per second. So okay, so the first one 28.89 and the second one 29.01. So so what I'm going to do now, take off the magneto and fire 3 rounds with the 25.2, and we'll just go up and see what happens with the groups now. Okay, so just bear with me 1 second. Okay, so 25.2, 3 rounds. And the reason I'm doing it this way is I can conserve ammo, and so I don't have to kind of do a 5-shot group. If they don't group with 3, they're not going to group with 5, so long as I do everything right on my behalf. So let's just see what happens. So 25.2. All good. Might have just brushed that a little bit. But everything's still good. And like I said, the reason I'm doing it this way as well, do 3 rounds, see what type of group we can get. Obviously check for pressure, and then the 2 rounds that out of those 5, whichever group I think really looks, you know, nice and within pressure, obviously. Those are the 2 rounds I could quickly slip the magneto on and then check for speed and see where we are. So next up is 25.4. Okay, so all good. Well, 25.4 produced quite a nice group. Can't really argue with that, can I? But breast looks good. No pressure signs whatsoever. I'd like to also add, these are 6 times fired brass. So at the moment they're holding up quite nicely. And so next up will be the 25.6. And then, like I said, quickly go on to the magneto just to kind of get overall overall speeds. So just bear with me. I should probably edit me cooling the barrel down and everything, so I'm sure you don't want to see me watching me cool down the barrel. All right. Okay, so next up, 25.6. Now I don't know why that went low, unless I pulled that. So hopefully the next two shots will tell us. But 25.6, all fine, no pressure. Because theoretically that shouldn't have gone low. Typical, isn't it? The next two go nicely into the same hole. Well, from what it looks like anyway, I think. So I'm trying not to breathe over my my scope, and it's starting to fog up. But let's have a quick look. Everything looks fine. So I'm gonna have to sort of shoot another one really into that to see if this fourth one will go into that hole. Like I said, that first one, it probably was me. I pulled it down, but let's have a look. Well, quite surprising that, I mean, that's not really that bad a group either, really. And plus the fact I've only got one round of that 25.6 left, I might as well just use it for a group round rather than a chronograph round. But what will be interesting will be that 25.4, if they're over 3,000 feet per second, and I know it's a cold day, but if they're over 3,000 feet per second on 25.4, then I think that would be good enough, to be fair. But let's try this last one, and then we can test for a chronograph. Well, that's not a bad group either, is it, really? All right. Well, like I said, let's go on to 25.2, see what the speeds are, and then we'll do 25.4. I didn't think that 25.6 was going to shoot quite as well as that, but this will give me an idea of speed as well. So 3,000 is what I'm looking for. 3,000, a little over 3,000. That would be nice. So let me just get that set up, and we'll go from there. All right. Okay, so we've got the magneto set on the front now, and we're not looking for point of impact here, we're just looking for overall speed. I'll single feed it, it's easier. Okay, so this is the 25.2, and we'll go for the original group. And that's 29.45. We might not even get to 3,000 feet per second. I might have to go for the 25.6. But like I said, when I had these originally loaded up with Varget, that actually be 25.9 with Varget, and Varget is, I think, on the powder chart it's a touch faster. I mean, there's not much in it. There's a bit of a drop there. First one was 29.45, and the next one was 29.13. So, not really happy about that, to be honest. Okay, so we'll go 25.4. And the barrel is just lukewarm, so there's not too much heat in there. So 29.42, You know, I really thought that he was actually going to get to 3,000 feet per second a little bit easier than that, but so 29.42. And that was 29.49. So speed looks, I think it's going to be consistent with that. Probably that's why it forms such a nice group as well. Now some people might sort of say, you know, it's a good group with 25.4 and they'll stop. But I didn't get any pressure signs with the 25.6, and apart from one shot being like a little bit low, I mean the rest went into the group. So for me, I would like these at around 3,000 feet per second, to have them like similar to what I had with Varget. I only wish now that I'd made a few more of the 25.6 to really test it, but I'm not too fussed about it. It doesn't take me long to get down here and you know, try another day. But I could shoot easily 25.4 and still be accurate. But the 25.6, hopefully that's just going to get me to that nearer 3,000 feet per second. That's going to be a testing for another day, really. I know it's not conclusive or anything, but some people, like I said, might just go with what's accurate at that particular speed. But even at 3,000 feet per second, where I was before with Varget, there was no pressure signs or anything like that, so I know that the cases can take that. It was a short test. I brought 25 rounds with me, tested 20. I've got 5 rounds left now that I'm just going to shoot for a bit of fun. And but 25 grains is not where I want to be. So, but anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you a little close-up of the rifle. And this is my Rem 700, Model 700, Remington. As you can see, it's got a Macmillan stock, Night Force 5.5 by 22 by 56, and it's got a Schilling 1 in 9 twist barrel with a Ace Ultra suppressor, Atlas bipod. So thanks for watching, guys, and I shall catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.